A prominent Brexiteer has revealed why the UK will be better off outside the European Union trading bloc, claiming global Britain will lead to increased prosperity. The UK left the EU on January 31, with the two sides entering into an 11-month transition period that has seen Britain remain bound to the bloc's single market and customs union rules and regulations. London and Brussels negotiators have held several rounds of meetings in a desperate attempt to thrash out a post-Brexit trade deal before the transition period deadline on December 31. Boris Johnson and Michel Barnier want an agreement signed next month, but significant distance remains between the two sides, who are refusing to give ground on a raft of red lines including fisheries, state aid and the EU's level playing field. Brussels has also been left furious with the insistence from the Prime Minister to proceed with the Internal Market Bill, which would look to override key parts of the withdrawal agreement and subsequently break international law. This has intensified fears of a no-deal outcome from January 1, 2021, but Brexiteer Daniel Kaczynski has claimed global Britain can prosper outside of the EU from next year. He tweeted a graph from pro-Brexit research firm Facts4U.org, which uses data from the Office for National Statistics (ONS) to compare the UK's trade balance with the EU and the rest of the world over the past 10 years. This shows that over the past decade, the trade balance with non-EU nations has rocketed by a third, 33%, but in comparison, the UK's trade deficit with the EU has more than doubled. Research firm Facts4U.org added that in 2019, the EU 27 made a profit of over £95 billion on its goods trade with the UK, exports minus imports. Brexiteer and Conservative MP for Shrewsbury Daniel Kaczynski tweeted the graph and wrote, "We have not been paying rest of world around £9 billion net a year for privilege of trading with them. Yet have a look at this, trade with rest of world much more healthy than the massive deficits we have with EU. Global Britain will lead to increased prosperity." Facts4U.org said that while trade deals are not required, they can help, adding most of the world's economies and businesses trade on World Trade Organization (WTO) rules and without a trade deal in place. The website wrote in its report, "In 60 years the EU has never managed to negotiate a trade deal with the largest economy on the planet, the United States. It has no trade deal with the second largest economy, China. In that same 60 years the EU has only just managed to do a deal, still not ratified, with the world's third largest economy, Japan. The United Kingdom government managed this in just 8 months since leaving the EU, in name only, on 1 February 2020.